It's spooky season and I should be doing something productive, but instead I'm going to give you some game recommendations because I'm nice like that. Welcome to Sightless Gamer Hag, my name is Rachel and the very first game I'm going to recommend to you is Bramble the Mountain King. This Nordic folk horror is brought to you by the Swedish developers Dimfrost and is based on cautionary tales for kids, and if you know anything about fables then you know that you're in for a grim time. It follows Uli, who is trying to rescue his older sister Lilymore, who's been kidnapped by a troll, armed only with his grit and determination and love of his sister and a mysterious stone of light. The things this game puts this poor child through is just horrible. You will wade through viscera and fight trolls and die in 100 ways and heartbreaking storylines, but it is also packed full of whimsy and just joy, and you feel braver for playing it. You go on this journey with this child and you feel brave. My next recommendation, The Excavation of Hobs, Barrow, is also a folk horror game, but one with a very different vibe. This 2D point-and-click game is set in Victorian England, where an antiquary called Thomasina Bateman is travelling to the village of Bewley at the behest of a Mr. Shoulder to go and excavate Hobs Barrow, which is an ancient tumulus or burial mound. And while she's there, she gets embroiled in a plot that is much darker and more ancient and dangerous than she could ever imagine, and she does find herself in some difficulties. The deliberate slow pacing mixed with like the pixel art aesthetic of this game just lends it this constant feeling of unease, of something ancient and horrible looming over your shoulder the entire game. And like Thomasina, you get this sense that you have also been deceived. And the ending to this game left me genuinely speechless, and I loved it. My final recommendation this spooky season is the absolutely beautifully illustrated and infinitely grotesque puzzle game Life Gallery. Brought to you by the same people who made Cat Museum, this very strange and esoteric game follows the tale of two brothers and their parents descend into the grips of this fish cult who worship this ancient god because they're desperate to heal one of their children. Told over 4 chapters from the perspective of the other child, this is an incredibly sad story. It covers neglect and body horror and disability, and parental obsession and desperation, up to the point where these parents are willing to sacrifice one of their sons to benefit the other one. This game might not be for the squeamish, but it is surreal and grotesquely beautiful and infinitely melancholy. If you'd like to see these games in action, please feel free to click the links down below to my playthroughs.